Greetings, drinking buddies. Today we're going to be doing a little bottle haul, share that with you, as well as do a tasting of this here Stagg Jr. Cheers.
I'm your drinking buddy.
All right, drinking buddies. So I've been looking for this one for quite a while. 130.9 proof Stagg Jr. I've had it at a bar a couple times. I've had a pour, but I've never found a bottle. And today I found one. I had to drive to quite a few stores to get it, but I pulled it off. And now, just really excited to get a pour of it. I'll let it rest here for a sec while we go over the rest of the bottle haul I got today. Well, actually over the last couple days. But I landed this Stagg Jr. I got a 1792 full proof. I got a old Ezra 7-year barrel strength. This one's sitting at 117 proof. Pretty solid bottle. I got a Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. This is going to be a single barrel. It's 101 proof. So it's kind of like a single barrel Wild Turkey 101. This is a nice one. And then, of course, I got another E.H. Taylor, which I talked about in my last video, but I was running low on it, so I'm glad I got a new one. So, Stagg Jr. Let's give it a smell. Brown sugar. It smells like cereal to me. Very sweet, very strong in scent. I'd be lying if I didn't say it didn't smell like fire. But 130.9 proof will do that. It's got a lot of barrel char going on. There's a little light note of tobacco. I like a light tobacco note. I don't like tobacco to take over a bourbon. Warming spices, definitely a lot of heat going on there, but when you're tasting these at barrel strength, you really can pick up a lot of flavors that you don't necessarily notice when they've been watered down. But sometimes you can also pick up a little something extra if you add a couple drops of water as you're tasting it. See if it'll open up a little bit. So I know those sound like contradictory statements, but both seem to be true. Let's see if we can pick up anything different on this. Brought out a brighter citrus note on the nose. For sure. Citrus, like lemons. Wow. Call me crazy, but I feel like this might have gotten a little bit sweeter by adding water to it. I know that doesn't make any sense, but I taste I believe it was able to mellow out that barrel char flavor, and a little bit of the, the alcohol flavor have been mellowed out a little bit, and therefore I can taste a little bit more sweetness, and I can taste a little bit more like a toasted sugar, like a creme brulee, a burned caramel, something like that. This is one of those that is really difficult to find, and there are other great foolproof options out there that are a little easier to find. Booker's comes to mind. I don't have my Booker's up there, but Booker's comes to mind, and that one's fairly readily available most of the year. Knob Creek, single barrel proof, 120 proof, it's just knocks it out of the park for the price. It's a $50 bottle, and it's pretty readily available. But this guy, I think one of the reasons that people go crazy for Buffalo Trace is because if you're finding them at retail, they're an excellent bargain. This is a $47 bottle, and it's better than Booker's. I hate to say it, it's better than Booker's, but it is. I know I'm probably gonna get flack in the comments for that since I talk about Booker so much, but this is better than Booker's at half the price. Now, you go out and buy this bottle in the secondary, you're paying way more than $200, but you're buying this at retail, it's a bargain. And I think that's why people go so crazy for Buffalo Trace products. If you can find them at retail, they're a heck of a deal. Stagg Jr., for me, is an excellent bourbon. An excellent barrel proof, and it's one that if you see at retail, you gotta buy it. Now I did have 2 other barrel proofs here, and I am curious. I'm gonna pour a little bit of this full proof 1792 next to it and see which one I prefer. Now I'm letting my bias in the way here because I'm not blinding this, but I thought that one had a citrus nose. This one really has a citrus nose. Apples, lemons. Actually, no, more of a lime. Lime and apple on the nose. It's funny how you can get flavors out of the, aromas out of the smell of a bourbon that you would never taste off a bourbon. I've never tasted limes on a bourbon before, but I certainly can smell it here. Let's give it a taste. Oh man, peanut butter. Ooh, peanut butter for sure. There's some caramel in there. This one's got a little bit more of a thicker viscosity to it. It's a little more syrupy. Having it back to back with the Stagg Jr, I feel like it's a little bit one note for me. I almost taste nothing but peanut butter. Let's see if we can open it up a little bit. Yeah, boy, peanut butter, caramel, cinnamon, a lot more complexity going on in the Stagg Jr. I love the 1792 barrel proof, full proof. I definitely would recommend buying it if you see it, but the Stagg Jr. unfortunately crushes it. When we did blinds of barrel proofs recently, I did actually pick the 1792 as my favorite blind, but I didn't have Stagg Jr. in there. I also didn't have this old Ezra in there, which I had the other day and I loved. So, where did I get these bottles, you might ask? Well, the 1792 full proof and the old Ezra I bought at a bottle shop near me called Nana's Kitchen. It's a Mexican food restaurant that has a bottle shop and has an excellent selection of tequila and bourbons, and I bought both of those there. He gets some rare stuff from time to time, puts it in his bottle shop, and yeah, great place to go. If you're in the Tucson area, they also have excellent food. This Kentucky Spirit here I got at a local liquor store that is a small store that gets a lot of rare stuff that I think is often neglected. People don't necessarily go into the hole-in-the-wall liquor stores, and you should Google hole-in-the-wall liquor stores in your area and see what they have, because man, they had a lot of rare stuff there. They had Elijah Craig 18, they had Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, they had a Boss Hog from Whistle Pig, and not overly expensive either. The shops near me don't charge an arm and a leg for bottles. I expect it to cost a little bit more than it would at a mainstream big box store, but not 3 times, 4 times, 5 times retail. So yeah, Kentucky Spirit, really solid bottle. If you see it out there in the wild, get it. The E.H. Taylor and the Stagg, I actually got at Fry's, so that would be, let's see, what would that be in the worldwide? Kroger, Smith's, Fry's, whatever it is in your area. They've been running in-cap events, and I just happened to chase them until I found a Stagg Jr. They've had several of these in-cap events, I guess, over the last week, and I seem to always miss them. So Stagg's been available in my area, I just haven't been able to land one until today. And I got the EH the same way. They had it on one of their in-cap events. Lots of Buffalo Trace, lots of Sazerac Rye. I've heard they've had a lot of Blantons, but I haven't seen them, so. 1792, I'm gonna give an A-. And the Stagg Jr. gets an A+. Well, drinking buddies, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you following me on this fun journey. You guys especially seem to like it when I talk about whiskey, so I'll probably be doing that more often. But I still want to make cocktails. I love making cocktails, And you know, my first love might be whiskey, but my second love is surely mixing a great cocktail. So I'm gonna be doing both. I might be one of the only channels on YouTube doing this kind of thing, where I'm talking about whiskey one day and throwing a Manhattan video or a, you know, crazy cocktail video up the next, but I'm doing what I like, and you guys seem to like it too. And I really appreciate all of you. Thanks for watching and subscribing.